3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 198 of Ruse Radio. We are back at it again with a three-time guest, James Najjar. One of my core guests. I feel like you really have stapled yourself into the Ruseverse, so to speak.
He's a great audience member. He's a great supporter of my podcast.
He's one of the greatest. We actually love James Najjar. I heard he's good with trains. He knows a lot about trains. Very smart guy. Matter of fact, I was thinking about asking him when the train is coming. He would like to talk about that.
He's also not an Arab. That's really good. I can't stand Arabs. I can't do it. That's a good Trump impression.
Dude, it took me a while because I used to do it like Stewie up here like this. And what I realized is you gotta get down here. It's like you gotta feel it. You gotta get big, you know.
That's really good. Thank you, dude. It's like we got a lot of Jews. I can't.
Too many Jews, and you know what? I like Jews, but there's just too many of them.
That's so good.
I think part of it is the things you say, like. I've learned to speak like him is half of the impression. Like, it's all very simple. It's descriptive, but not really. You have to please everyone. You don't really say anything bad, but also don't like the Jews, but they're good, though. They're good people. We just don't like them. The media is ran by the Jews. It's true, the fake news.
That's funny.
Yeah, but Trump impressions, I think, are like one of those things where every time you gotta have a really good one if you're gonna pull it out, because it, like on stage, like anywhere, like there's a couple I've seen that are really good where they, like Caleb Jones, he has a pretty good Trump impression.
You know what's a good Trump impression? Godfrey.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's good.
Shane Gillis.
Oh, Shane Gillis is crazy. I mean, Shane Gillis is the one everybody knows at this point. He's like he's stapled himself.
Oh yeah,
as the Trump guy. But yeah, I don't know. Like, do you even do impressions at all? I'm just bad at impressions. I'm not good. I can do voices.
Not really.
But not impressions.
I'm not a good impersonator.
Yeah, I'm bad. Like, I can do an accent, but I cannot do an impression.
Can you do a British guy?
I think I can do British all right. Like, I think this is British sort of. Like, not perfect, but it's okay. And if I was to try to speak like this, I could pass for the most part.
You sound like Tom Holland.
Yeah. And then there's like the Russell Brand British that's a little more up here and cocky and like that. But I don't know.
Can you do an Indian?
See, there's different Indian. There's like the
Can you do the dirty Indian?
Yeah, I can't do dirty Indian. Not dirty Indian, not very good. But call center Indian, like, thank you, come again. I'm wondering what you do with this gift card and where are you coming from? Why are you saying that I'm saying these things? I am smart, man. I'm trying to help you.
How about Asian guy?
Asian.
Like, Harold. We're going to get canceled.
Harold. My name is... No, I can't, dude. I'm going into, like, Andy Kaufman.
Is that fucking Yoda? Yeah. You're the first Asian man.
I have never, honestly... And this is not even to cover myself. I don't think I've ever really tried Asian. I don't think I've ever tried to do a good Asian voice.
That Japanese or was that Yemen?
This says beautiful penis. It was given to me by Chris Jones, the hypnotist.
Wait, what language is that? Korean?
I want to say Chinese or Japanese.
Oh.
I can't remember. I want to say Chinese.
The same.
Yeah. Hey, that's offensive. But Chinese voices, I'm just not. I've not. One time I remember I was on the phone with my dad and I went through every single accent I could possibly think of, and I was impressed with myself because I could do more than I thought I could. One I wish I could do is the crazy like African accent.
Oh my god!
I wish fucking do it at all.
You're like the very smart Nigerian scientist.
I love the way that accent sounds because it sounds like it's not English, but if you listen up, it is.
Oh yeah,
I love that. That's great. So that's a great accent. Russian accent. I think Russian accent is deep and low like this. I think Russian accent not too hard. It's probably close to this.
There was this customer in my job, and he had a very heavy like German accent. So I was so tempted to ask him, "Hey, can you say party, yeah, yeah?" Like, my boss is right next to me, so I'm like, "Oh, fuck it."
I mean, I love a good accent. I don't even understand why accents are that offensive. I really don't. I mean, people have accents. Like if I was speaking like a southern accent, I think what's funny about my accent is I think I sound normal, but that's just because I've heard this my whole life, like the Midwestern accent. But to anyone else, this does not sound normal. But to me, it's like, this is flat.
You sound normal.
That's what
You
I
sound
think.
normal. You sound like a normal white guy.
That's what I think. But if I were from anywhere else, I would not think this is normal because accents
Really?
aren't really. You just think like if you talk from like you're from New York and you talk like this all the time, and then you move.
Were you is that just a British New Yorker?
I'm trying my best.
How you doing?
See, I think what I'm trying to do is Leonardo DiCaprio from The Departed.
Yeah. Well, say what do you drink?
What do you drink?
What's in that cup? Red cup.
What's in that? Am I answering?
No, you're saying your accent.
What's in that red cup right there?
No, you're saying your accent.
Oh, what's in that red cup right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in it?
Water.
I say water.
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 Water. How do you say it?
I say that sometimes I don't have much of a New York accent, but I do say water.
Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Interesting.
Water. Coffee.
Do people say wush?
Wush?
Yeah. Have you heard people say wush? My mom says wush, and I've been trying to pinpoint this one.
What does that mean?
Like wash. That's how she says wash.
Wash the dishes.
She's gonna wash your clothes. She's gonna wash the clothes.
Wash the fucking dishes.
This is something I had to figure out as I grew up. Like I heard other people say it, and it clicked in my brain. Wait a minute. My mom says wash, and everyone else says wash.
Well, I mean, I call cucumbers pokey as a kid. I don't think anyone else calls it pokey.
Yeah, right. Well, it's funny because when I confronted my mom about this, when I bring it up to her, she thinks she's like she doesn't. I think she's slightly embarrassed because she knows she's wrong, but also she just kind of is like she owns it. Like she's saying it right, and I'm saying it wrong. Whoosh. You say you call them what? Pokies?
I used to call cucumber pokey.
I mean that makes sense.
Pokey.
Pokey.
Are you,
Pokemon.
dude? I was I'm incredibly slow, dude.
I think that I'm incredibly slow, and I just get away with it because I respond well enough.
You know how slow I am. You know that joke? Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Cause 7, 8, 9.
I just got it.
Oh, you just got it. Meaning you never knew that it was three numbers?
Well, I saw 6 was afraid of 7 because 7 was a bigger number, including 8, 9. I thought 6 was afraid of bigger numbers. So the whole time I'm just confused. Why is this like a joke? It makes no sense. Then I saw a picture of 7 fucking eating 9. I'm like, oh, that explains everything.
Wow.
They're letting me vote. It's the night to say it to you.
That's pretty crazy, dude. That's a good example. That's a really good example of how slow you are.
Dude,
you just figured that out.
Yeah, I just figured out why 6 was afraid of 7.
Because 7, 8,
7,
9.
8, 9. I thought 7 was a bigger number.
I got to tell you, the last podcast we did together, I remember we brought up that video you made, and it was the one where the chick from the news station says, do you remember the quote from da-da-da-da-da? And she says it's from Superman, and Superman says, with great power comes great responsibility. And I had said to you on the last podcast, and that's funny because it's not a Superman quote, it's a Spider-Man quote. And then you were like, no, it is a Superman quote. And I was just like, oh yeah, he's right. But then I thought about it later. I was like, no, I was right.
Really?
It's a Spider-Man quote, and
You're right.
that's part of what makes it even funnier is the newscaster's completely fucking wrong because it's not even a Superman quote, it's a Spider-Man quote. The whole thing is wrong. But that's funny because that's probably another example of like a joke that just fly. You probably have jokes fly over your head a lot.
A lot, dude. I don't know why I'm doing comedy.
Honestly, it's probably a strength. It's probably part of what makes you endearing and good. Is like it's like why I love my dog, and I love my dog because every joke flies over his head. He has no idea.
I'm like a dog. Yeah. I'm literally a dog.
He doesn't need to know.
My sister always says, it's slow. You're smart. Like, don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me.
I think slow is an interesting... Okay, so intelligence, right? There's a book I read called Emotional Intelligence, and that's a whole different type of intelligence than book intelligence.
Yeah.
And so I guess when you say slow, it's just interesting to me because it's also kind of like when you see people who are severely autistic, but yet they're super good at one thing. It's like a savant. I think there's something about your brain and maybe it's slow in one area, but the brain is such an amazing machine that it just compensates in some other area. Yeah. So slow people aren't usually that slow.
No, when people say, when I say I'm slow, I'm not calling myself stupid.
Yeah, you just...
But I am an idiot.
Yeah. I pride myself in my idiocy.
I'm an idiot.
I think it's good to be an idiot. I really think that. I really do.
Also, my sister's a special ed, works in the special ed department. She's very high up there, so I get why she thinks I'm like, oh no, you're gifted, you're incredibly smart. I'm gifted, but I'm not incredibly smart. Einstein was incredibly smart. I'm no Einstein, but I am James.
I just think that I know that there are people that don't know a bunch of information, but the way that they think and the way that they respond and the choices they make are very smart.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you were just going off of like Einstein's the smartest guy in the world and these scientists and these fucking people who have made history and they're super smart, like maybe they're not the smartest people. Maybe the smartest people are just the people who like tended to their families and their friends and they led the happiest lives. Maybe that's a smarter life. So
yeah, definitely.
I just think that like, what is fucking smart, dude? Because sometimes smart people are so stupid. Sometimes you meet people who are smart, and you're like, wow, you are an idiot.
No, yeah.
You know nothing.
I don't know shit, dude.
But I mean when you meet someone who's actually smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You meet someone who's supposed to be smart, and then you look at them and you're like, wait a minute, I'm just as dumb as this
It's like
guy.
that one prodigy who played baseball in high school. He was so gifted, but didn't pursue baseball in college or the majors.
Yeah.
And all that ability, but he was playing video games, playing Fortnite. Like an idiot.
Yeah, dude. You ever worry about that? Do you ever worry you spend too much time doing the wrong shit?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. I worry about that constantly. I just recently started watching movies again.
Me too.
And oh my God, like movies actually make me feel better. I love movies.
I watched this, Bill, who's the guy who plays Pennywise? Bill Skarsgård?
Yeah.
I watched him in this new movie with Andy Watkins, a British actor, Locked.
Oh.
Where he breaks into a car and he's trapped inside. The guy, Andy Watkins, like fucking with him. It's
a new movie?
a new movie. It's alright.
It's okay.
It's
Well,
okay.
on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say?
Like a 7.
Oh, that's not
Like
bad.
6.
6 or 7.
I was 6 or 7.
Last night, I just watched the new Mission Impossible, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah, no shit. It's a new one.
No, dude, it's different, man. It's not the same, man. Because I saw the one that was 2 years ago. That one was awesome. I saw that one with my mom, and my mom didn't get it. I remember I went with my mom and my nieces and nephews because they were visiting me here.
Yeah.
And we all went and saw Mission Impossible. I think it was probably my idea. And I was like, oh, this movie is kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then the new one, I'm so glad I didn't go. Dude, I was upset. I actually, because the thing is, I like the Mission Impossible movies a lot. I don't know about you. But those movies are so I don't normally get into the big franchise, crazy action stuff. But these ones are like, it's almost like a nod to what you can do with movies, like Tom Cruise being crazy Tom Cruise and doing the crazy shit he does.
His own stunts.
Yes, and that's like the centerpiece of every movie. And this one had that, but dude, the movie was just like
Shitty.
It was just shitty. Yeah,
What made it shitty?
It didn't have the things that made the other ones good, and it made me sad. But your movie was. It sounds like our movie experiences were kind of similar. I gave it a 5 out of 10 is what I gave this movie. I gave it a 5 out of 10. So
What is the new one called?
Final Reckoning. The last one was called Dead Reckoning. That was 2 years ago. The last one was good. The one before this one, fire. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, no,
Like 9 out of 10.
I'm more of a James Bond guy.
I need to watch. You know what? I don't think I've ever watched any James Bond movie.
Not even Sean Connery?
Not one.
Really?
Is that where I start?
You can start the new ones. It don't matter.
I mean, what would you recommend?
I mean, I haven't seen any of the Sean Connery ones.
I feel like I should do it right because when I watch Star Wars, I mean, you could watch Star Wars different ways, but I made sure to go chronologically. So I started from episode 4, and then you go back to the prequels because some people will start with the prequels trying to be.
Yeah.
But that's like, dude, you're fucking the whole thing up because they
Also,
came out in the 70s.
The Sean Connery ones aren't as exciting as the new ones.
But it's kind of nice that they're not, because that's the thing about this the Mission Impossible movie too. All these movies become this where if you do it for long enough, eventually the world's always ending, and you have to save the world. And it's the lower stakes are kind of better. Like it's kind of better if James Bond just has to defuse a bomb in the middle of
He's
Siberia.
always saving the world, but it's just London.
Yeah, just save London. You know, that's cool. And James Bond, I feel like the first cool spy movie. Would that be the first one? Probably.
Spy Kids is a lot better.
Spy Kids was the shit. There was this one movie. It was like Superhero Kids that I watched when I was little. That movie was so awesome. It was a bunch of babies and toddlers, and they had superpowers. I wish I could remember what it was called. If anybody is watching this and they know, please let me know. It probably wouldn't be that hard to find. But Spy Kids, though. Spy Kids with Danny Trejo. I feel like Danny Trejo, because I never understood that as a kid. Danny Trejo
Trejo's a fucking man.
just
You saw him on Bar Rescue?
I don't think I've seen that.
You know Bar Rescue? With John Taffer, where he goes into shitty bars and tries to save it.
I know what it is, but I haven't
What's
seen
the name again? Johnny. Forget his name. I know. I just blanked on his name. The Mexican guy.
I'm talking about. I said Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. He was in a cameo for John Taffer.
Oh, did he?
And he's yelling at these people who looked up to this guy for years. It's so funny watching their whole ego get shattered.
Yeah. Danny Trejo, I don't fully understand him because I don't think he did all these Machete movies, and then I think the guy in the Spy Kids movies is the same character from the adult movies. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the same exact dude.
He's also like a restaurant. Like he owns like a ton of restaurants now.
He does?
Yeah, he's incredible. He's like a really good cook.
I did not know. He's a cook?
Yeah, he knows he knows how to make good tacos. Mainly Mexican restaurants, obviously, but
I had no clue.
He's a very good cook.
He's like the Gordon Ramsay of his culture.
Dog is so cute.
The Mexican Gordon Ramsay? I don't know what he is. Danny Trejo, I'm going to guess he's Mexican?
I don't know. I want to be racist.
I've learned that I just always go for Mexican. I never say anything else. Like, if it's a South American person, I just assume Mexican.
Yeah, if I see a black guy, I'm like, oh, you're definitely African, not American black.
I never, ever think, oh, maybe they're Cuban. Maybe they're... I think it's just because that's my slowness coming out. Like, truly, I am really bad at guessing people's ethnicities. Like, where I work downtown.
Everyone is.
But I'm so bad. Like, I'll ask customers at the end, and then I'm just never right.
So what are you, a Mexican?
Yeah. I have to ask. I literally ask because I won't know. Like, sometimes it's Germany. Sometimes someone just said Germany the other day. That was kind of surprising because they didn't seem German to me. I only once have I had like Ireland, like 2 or 3 times I've Ireland.
What I do is I say, oh, are you guys? I feel like if they have like maybe an accent, I'll ask, are y'all from Chicago? I just whatever. And they're like, no, we're from here. We're from there. Oh, very nice. That's what I do.
See, usually I wait till the very end, so that way I don't even have to really deal with anything else. It's very, very end. They're about to leave. I say, oh, by the way, where are you guys from? So
yeah.
Boom. That way.
You don't say, are y'all from Chicago?
That's a good one.
It sounds nicer.
Yeah, because sometimes they are. And then I've noticed half the time, it's like, it'll be one person that's like visiting, and then it'll be another person that lives here or something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, dude. Oh, I have a very important question for you, James. James, what bothers you, James? What grinds your gears? Like, what is it that you think about nowadays? You got an answer for me?
You know, I've been having a tough time feeling like proud of my accomplishments.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such a fucked up thing. I don't know. I can do any good thing, and I feel like it's not enough. So what I've been telling myself, it's a quote from a book and a movie. Have you heard of the boy, the horse, the fox, and the mole? It's a children's book, and a boy's walking in the woods with a mole, and he asks the mole, "Hey, do you have any favorite sayings?" And the mole says, "Yes. When at first you don't succeed, have some cake." So no matter how hard you try, give yourself some credit. So I've been trying to give myself a lot more credit, just so I know, okay, you're doing good for where you are now, but I still have trouble recognizing that the accomplishments I made and being proud of myself. So that's something I've been grinding my gears right now.
I think that's why I like watching movies, because it's me giving myself a chance. Like, I feel like my problem is I'm constantly putting so much pressure on myself to get everything done, and I am getting all this shit done.
Yeah.
But then I'm always thinking like, oh, but I haven't done this, this, and this. And I'm never thinking, oh, but I did do all that other shit that I did do.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is I should be focusing on all the things I'm actually getting done and not the things I can't get, that I haven't gotten done, because those things are just things in my mind. And you know what I mean? Like, it's very, very easy to overthink that and not just enjoy the fruits of your labor even. Like, to think where you are now is a product of all those things you've done. And you are where you are now is better than where you were a year ago.
Or even when I first started.
Yeah, it's so much better, but it's so easy to not think that and to just think, oh, but fuck, I could be doing this, and oh, I could be doing this. And what I always have to remind myself too is like, dude, I could literally die. I could just literally die today, tomorrow, the next day, anytime. And that's like the ultimate lesson of life, is that there's no permanent thing. There's no moment where you know that this is going to go on forever, because it never does. And so that's just something I always try to remind myself, is like, okay, if I'm not enjoying this and I'm overthinking all this right here, right now, then what's the point of any of this? Like, if I can't enjoy this right now, then what's the point of any of it at all?
I'm trying to enjoy the moment more often.
Yeah, man. And it drives me nuts, dude, because I feel like I'm driving myself crazy. It's why I have to go to the gym more. It's why I have to watch more movies. I've literally learned I have to like find ways to decompress now because I'm putting so much on myself. And I like getting shit done. That's the other problem is I enjoy being productive. I actually like it.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's just like you can't do that 24/7. You have to give yourself a chance.
What are your goals becoming a rapper?
My goals in life are grander than becoming a rapper. They're grander than being a podcaster. I just want to find a way to affect people and incorporate people in what I do in the most positive way, in a way that enlightens people, for lack of a better word. Like, I might have told you this before, but there's a line I said in a song in like 2016 where I say, "A match to a spark to inspire. I want to see you start a fire." And I really like that line because I think that's my whole ethos. It's the way I think about everything. Is I just want you to see the things I do and realize I am just as flawed and just as much of a human as anyone else. And that's what everyone is, and we're all capable of amazing things. It's just a matter of
you like helping other people.
Yeah, and like I also think that with the way I want to do this Cash Bash show, with the way that I do this podcast, it's all about incorporating people and making people feel like they're being rewarded for even being a part of it and all of that. Like I just want what I am to represent that. Yeah. Not even, and then there's music and then there's a podcast. And those things I would hope would just be super successful and then propel that into oblivion. You know what I mean? No, that's my ultimate goal is just to be just that exponentially until I can do anything.
Everyone else grow.
Yeah, and I want to bring everybody with me if I can, you know? Like, that's the most inspirational thing in the world in my mind.
That's why I want to start a club, dude.
Yeah, and yes, exactly, right? And wouldn't that be so cool to have a club and to put all your friends on, to not even just your friends, but to just create real moments for people to enjoy. Like, to me, that's what life is about, is to create something real. And I feel like the only way I can do that is by finding a way to push what I'm doing now until I can just do that forever, you know?
I mean, something's going to pop off.
I mean, how do you feel with your whole club goal? How do you feel like, how do you get to that grand goal?
I have no idea.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm at. It's like,
I have no idea.
I'm like, I have point Z in my mind, and I'm an A, and everything in between is a question mark, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like sometimes people get very overwhelmed by goals.
Yeah.
And there's a good quote from the same book, The Boy's a Horse, a Fox, and a Mole, and the boy's walking in the woods a horse. And he tells the horse, I just can't see a way through. And the horse says, well, do you see your next step? And the boy says, yes. And the horse goes, then just take that next step. Because we keep looking at the end goal, and we get very overwhelmed by what's coming towards us. Mm-hmm. And something I've kept in my mind was just don't worry about the future right now. Worry about what's your next step. Once that next step is completed, go to your next step. It's literally taking one step at a time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and then those steps become that exponential growth over time. Like, you don't see it in the moment, but if you look back at all the steps you took, they all build up into something else.
It's just about taking your time and also enjoying what you have in front of you.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Yeah. Yeah, one step at a time is a good way to think about
Jordan
it.
Sparks said it. One step at a time.
That's easier said than done, though, for sure. Because I think
without a doubt.
I think the best steps are the ones that are harder to take too. Like the ones that's why I like running in particular, because I know when I'm running, if I just push through that moment where I feel kind of like shit, I'll usually get to a point where I don't feel like shit so much anymore, and then I feel better for the next 48 hours because I did that. And it's like, that's just a little lesson for all of. That's why I like writing songs, because it's kind of like I'm challenging myself a little bit. When it's over, oh damn, dude, I just made that.
How often do you write?
I try to write at least once every few days. If I were smarter, I would do it every single day because I'm capable of that.
Me too.
Yeah, like I know I'm capable of it. It's hard to, because it's being busy, dude. It's hard to keep yourself have a regimen like that. To do every single day to write.
You work at nights mainly, right?
Yeah. But I mean, like, I used to write stuff during work because I'm a server, so I'd write on the little server pads. So I would just write stuff while I had a chance. So you can't. I know I'm saying all this because I know I make excuses. I know for a fact if I wanted to write every day and I made that a challenge for myself, I could probably do it.
We all could.
Because it's not that hard. And I think that's what makes you good.
I try to write one new joke a day now.
Yeah, I think it makes you so much better. Because the thing is, most of them are going to be okay. But then there's going to be one that's really good.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
It's about, like, my thing is I try to write one new joke a day now. Now I am, but...
When did you start doing that?
Yesterday.
Oh, good luck.
I gotta go back home and do it today.
I mean, do you have like maybe you could even like push it a little farther and this week I'm gonna do observational jokes and this week I'm gonna do so that way not only are you trying a new joke every day but you're even trying a new style.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That might be a fun challenge for yourself because in my mind that's another thing too is to like when I'm writing, so like one thing I like to do if I'm going to write something is to write out, like this one I'm going to mention a bunch of pops. And so I'm going to put a bunch of names of pops, like sodas. And then I'm going to say them all in the rap. And that's the challenge that I made for myself. So just making up little challenges. Because I think that stuff makes you better too.
Good point.
And then like with comedy, there's so many styles of comedy. I'm trying to learn. I just learned recently what character comedy is. You seem like a guy who would hate character comedy.
I know what it is. Yeah. It's like you're clown.
No. From my understanding, character comedy is what happens at the Annoyance, where you have a bunch of people who come out and they play like 2-minute scenes, and then that's like it's a 2-minute scene, it's a 2-minute scene, it's a 2-minute scene, and then it's over. Whereas that's the bit is like, I'm coming out and playing a character, doing bits.
Gay guy.
It's kind of like if somebody just did TikToks like in front of you.
That's funny.
It's kind of what it is. Because it's like if I was scrolling on TikTok and I watched 4 of your videos of you playing skits. And it's not bad, but it is very improv-y. It's of the improv side of comedy.
Improv is cool.
I like improv.
Everyone shits on improv.
I think improv is cool. I think that improv, there's people within improv who make it harder to enjoy. And that's the problem.
What do you mean?
Because I think people are too rigid in the way that they think with improv. And then they play to a certain, like, okay. I think, for one, you have theater kids who are often the people who are in improv. And so within that, you get a theater-like mentality, which is not so much like a comedy mentality.
It's PC.
Yeah.
Very
and
PC.
it's that, but it's also even just, like I said, rigid. Like, they're very group-oriented to a point where, like, they're worried about what everybody's thinking. And it's like, you shouldn't be doing that if you're doing improv. We should all be having fun and not thinking about we should be trying to connect. But if I'm so worried about, like, and also I'm so worried about the structure and like, I've just noticed improv people overthink shit more than comedy people, which is weird because they should be the ones that don't do that because they're doing improv. Exactly. It doesn't even make any sense. And I've been trying to understand this for a long time, like improv versus comedy, because comedians hate improv people and improv people hate comedians. It's just kind of a thing that exists. So I've been trying to understand it. What's that?
They only hate us because we're funnier.
And I think the comedians hate them because they're lame. I think it's like... But also, I like improv. I like improv,
but just... Like, say retarded.
Yes, exactly. What I'm saying is the comedians look at them, they're like, "Oh, you guys are fucking dorks," and then the improv people are like, "Oh, you guys are mean."
Well, you're not wrong. Comedians are rude,
and they are.
They're mean as fuck.
And the improv people aren't necessarily like harsh like that. And so
improv people make a better point.
Yeah, and it's just an interesting. I like both parties, and I wish I did more. I think I would do improv before I would ever do stand up. I think if I had to choose between the two, I would
seem more of an improv-y guy.
Yeah, I just think I would do well because I think I would have more fun with that. Stand up is really interesting because the more and more I'm learning about it. I mean, I've talked to all these comedians now. I've never done stand up, but now I'm really starting to understand the amount of structure that goes into an actual joke.
Oh,
like, if I'm going to tell a joke, it's not so simple as me just telling you something that is funny. It's what is funny about this, and then finding a way to create laughter and twists within that concept. Yeah, the premise is funny, but what can you make out of that?
What's funny about the premise, you know?
Yeah, and that's what a joke really is. And I think like it's just so weird because I feel like I was once a baby and now I'm starting to grow up. You know, I'm really starting to understand.
Yeah. Comedy is difficult, man.
It is difficult. I mean, do you ever like find yourself stuck on a joke for a really long time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think you posted a clip. It was a joke you've had for what, 2 years, 3 years? I can't remember what it was. It was the joke. I think it was the airport joke. It was that one.
Yeah.
But it was just the whole reason you posted it was because you were posting the progression of the joke from the 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. That joke changed a lot. That's how I improved.
Yeah. That joke in particular, like you can kind of track it.
You see like, oh wow, that's how it used to. That's crazy how my old joke used to be. Now it's so refined.
Yeah.
It's more punches. It's longer. It feels a lot better.
Yeah. See, and so what is that? So that's what it is? It's like creating more... Like, what do you mean when you say more refined and more punches? Like, what do you mean? Like, creating more moments for laughter and more actual... Like, making it more of a joke rather than just talking about it.
You're structuring it better than it was before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe saying it a different way.
Okay.
Finding a new angle on it.
Yeah. See... Okay, here, let me twist that for you. Boom.
Oh, is that not getting out?
Oh, it's all good. You just want to be deep throating the mic. That's the best way I could describe it. But like, okay, so let me think, because like, I am not funny, but I could probably. Okay, so if I were to do a joke about, I have a list on my phone of things that I think would be funny. And let me see if I can pull one up. I can structure a joke. Let's see if Ruse can properly structure a joke.
I'll help you out.
I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to tell you now, I'm probably going to fail. So let's see how we do. I put it for my stand-up special. What do I put on my notes app? This stuff's all going to be for my special. All right. I don't know what some of this stuff means, man. Send pedo to Islam. I have no clue.
What does that mean?
I think it's like, because that's where they belong. So like the whole joke is they could have their 12-year-old wife. They just have to go to Islam where that's allowed.
That's funny.
So we should just send them all there.
It's not bad. What's Islam? Islam, isn't that a religion?
Yeah, right. I mean, that's probably that's me being slow. That's you're quicker than me on that one. That's me being slow.
Not a religion, it's something.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. I would say just send them all to the religion. Just convert all of them to Islam.
Maybe Islam.
Trump Make-A-Wish. Trump Make-A-Wish. Oh, yeah, so Trump Make-A-Wish is kind of easy because that one you pull out the Trump impression. So it's like Trump goes to a Make-A-Wish and he's like, "You're actually the best survivor I've ever seen. Your cancer is very strong, really strong cancer, but you're stronger."
It's funny. It's not bad. Good premises.
Thank you. Okay, so these are all N-word Tourette's. Now, I'd have no clue what that
I've heard
means.
that one before.
That one just sounds like obvious.
Yeah, imagine someone has Tourette's but they say the N-word.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I don't think I mean... If that's what I meant, I'm disappointed in myself because I feel like I could do better than that.
I've written down thoughts that people have already had, but they don't realize this. We gotta do everything.
Super Snorter. So Super Snorter is a superhero who snorts, and he's super good at snorting.
Like cocaine?
Anything. He snorts everything.
What's his name? Matt Blood?
Obviously, he's parties. Like, that's the implied thing, is he's fucking parties.
Got it. Okay. Some snoopers. Like snorted.
It's Super Snorter. I'm here, you know.
I'm here. I feel fucked up.
He just always is twitching and shit. Okay, man. Actually, after this conversation, I'm feeling a little better about my list here.
Good for you, man.
Because I didn't make any jokes. See, okay, so how do I turn that into a joke? How do I turn Super Snorter into a joke? That's the question. So what do we do?
Imagine a superhero named Snoop. I don't know. It's hard. I'm so bad at writing other people's jokes.
I'm bad. Okay, so if I were to write the joke, let me think how I would write it. Okay, guys, so how you feel about superhero movies? You know, a lot of superhero fatigue nowadays. Yeah. Yep, and I feel the same way because I really like these superhero movies, and I think we could bring it back. Here's my proposal. We need them to be even better and cooler than before. You think Iron Man is cool? Check this out. Super See, I fucked it up already, but
Too long.
it makes sense. It makes sense, at least the introduction to it as superhero movies are bad now. We need to bring something back to make it cooler. I just couldn't figure out how to make it work, and so I kept talking.
You have to, so it's like cutting the fat.
Yeah.
Just get right to the point.
But see, what I'm thinking of is like, how do I introduce the topic? Because obviously that's like part of the trick with the joke is how do you introduce this premise?
How do you introduce this premise?
Yeah.
It's not like the delivery. Damn, this couch makes you sleepy, dude. Holy shit, it's a nice, comfortable couch. I had to break the news on that. Man, this couch is so comfortable. Makes you sleepy.
As you can see, Oscar agrees. Oscar agrees with that. You know, if you go back to James's first appearance, this is not the first time I've put him to sleep.
I'm always tired, bro. It's so annoying. I'll get like 10 hours ago. I'm tired.
Honestly, though, I mean, do you sleep well?
Yeah.
See, yeah, that's probably nice. You're tired, but you probably always sleep so well. Because I've noticed when I exert myself, like when I run, when I actually get exercise, I'm fucking exhausted by the end of the day. But when I go to bed, bruh, I feel like I actually slept. Like if I don't feel tired, I don't actually sleep that well. But if I feel like I'm gonna pass out and then I go to bed, oh, bro, I sleep like a baby.
I always sleep like a baby.
That sounds nice. Are you one of those people that's hard to wake up?
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's not me.
No, if I worked, then yes. If I've been out late, then yeah.
Like if somebody's like, hey.
No, I'll get up.
Oh, okay.
I'll get up. But if I work in the morning, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to sleep then.
Oh, yeah. How early do you get up early, though, don't you?
5 a.m.
See, I need to get up early. You get up when the sun rises. That's what I need to do. I get mad at myself for not doing that. It's good to get up when the sun rises. To get up at 6 in the morning, that's probably why you're so tired all the time, because your body is normal. You're well adjusted.
You think that?
I think so.
That's funny.
I think you're supposed to be tired. I think you're supposed to get up in the morning. You're supposed to be kind of tired. You don't drink a lot of caffeine either, probably, don't you?
I do.
Oh, you do? So that's probably part of the equation then.
Is caffeine's making me tired?
Yeah, because I think if you overdo it, like have you ever taken a break from caffeine? Ever?
No.
There you go. There you go. Because if you do, your life, you're going to realize. I think I took 3 days off caffeine once, just no coffee. Dude, the first sip of coffee I took after those 3 days, it's like, this is a drug.
Yeah.
You really understand.
Restaurants sell drugs now.
Caffeine is fucking crazy. Because if you don't drink it for a couple days, your whole body starts to feel different. Like your entire cycle
changes.
changes.
Good or bad?
Better, because it's a drug that's fucking with your sleep cycle. That's what I'm trying to say is like, if you drink coffee all the time and then you feel tired all the time, dude, I'll drink coffee and start yawning. That's fucked up. That does not make sense.
What are you drinking, decaf?
No, I've Googled this. I've tried to be like, and you know what people say on Google is they're like, oh, you just must have not drank enough coffee. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm telling you, I drank 3 cups of coffee and now I'm yawning.
Well, Red Bull.
I don't really do energy drinks. I don't do energy drinks. I don't do them. But you do?
Yeah.
They scare me. I don't know what it is about them. I feel like that's like the crack equivalent of like that's like
coffee.
Going from weed to crack. That's like coffee to Red Bull. You know, that's how I feel. Because I feel like also I know I'm an addictive guy, and I used to drink Red Bulls maybe, and so I used to drink so much Mountain Dew. I was the kid that brought a 2-liter of Mountain Dew to school every day and drank the whole thing.
The kids that brought in the giant jugs of water, you brought in the Mountain Dew.
A 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
That's crazy.
I drank the whole thing every day, and some days I would drink more than 1 2-liter. And so
a liter?
2 liters.
The big ones?
The big one.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. It was warm. Not cold. It was warm.
Nasty.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me. And I wish someone had stopped me. But I think all these things kind of are part of the reason that I don't like energy drinks now. I think that they're kind of an extremer version of that almost. Like,
yeah.
They kind of freak me out. Like I just drink that in my fucking heart. I don't know. I love coffee though. Coffee, you can't take it away from me.
I gotta take a break from it.
Dude, I know I have to take a break, but I just can't.
It's difficult, man.
I love it so much. Coffee and marijuana are the two things that...
Coffee and a cigarette.
Coffee and marijuana will fucking destroy me, I swear to God. Cigarettes? You do smoke or no?
Yeah.
See, I smoked for a little bit, and I will say alcohol and cigarettes, whoo!
You don't drink, do you?
No, I don't drink really either. But it's because, like I said, I know I have an addictive personality. I know who I am. And I also just don't... Alcohol is not the drug that I identify with.
Yeah.
I just feel like alcohol kind of makes me more like everyone else. And I'm less
sad,
unique.
Depressed, lonely.
Well, yeah, kind of. Well, at least when you're not drinking. Because you're not those things when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Unless you're that kind of drunk. Maybe you are. Some people do get depressed and lonely when they're drunk. I usually have fun. I'm a fun drunk.
Me too. I'm a fun drunk, but I don't drink a whole lot.
I don't like to. I think alcohol more so than other drugs. The quote, "You're stealing happiness from the future." Like that rings more true with alcohol than weed or anything. Because you're still doing that with other drugs, but alcohol, it really does feel like
Alcohol
you
is
just feel
terrible.
like shit
Man.
the next day.
I went to AA, but I also never had an addiction my dad sent me because I was smoking weed.
Say again?
I went to rehab for smoking weed. I 20 or 21. I'm in an AA meeting with a bunch of people who I can't identify with
I
or
see.
relate to. I'm like, this one guy was like, I dropped my baby. I was so drunk. I dropped this baby on its head. And this is the craziest story you ever heard. And they asked me, what about you? Yeah, I smoke weed.
I've heard both sides of that because I've heard people say what you just said, and I've also heard people say that, you can go to AA for weed because there's a lot of other people with the same problems, and I don't know which one is more true. I think if you're going because you don't want to go, yeah, it just feels very trivial. I think people can get addicted to weed, and I think bad things can happen, but it pales in comparison to being like an abusive alcoholic even,
dude.
or being a fucking somebody,
idiot.
yeah, a crack addict, anything. Like being a pothead is such a fucking different problem.
It's not even that big
You're
of
just
a
somebody
problem.
who doesn't get shit done. That's who you
Yeah.
are now.
You're just lazy.
You're just lazy. You're not somebody causing people who smoke too much weed aren't usually like freaking out and like yelling at people and hurting people's feelings. They're just chilling. Yeah. I mean, there are exceptions to that rule. I think people who do dabs kind of go a little wild. I think people who do dabs, you're getting a little close to
You ever done dabs?
crack. No, I used to. That's another
Dabs
way
are
I know I'm crazy.
crazy.
I had a nectar collector, and so I would it was this. That's like a little portable dab thing where you heat up the end of it, and then you scoop it up off the.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit was cool, and you would always have to carry around a torch wherever you go.
Yeah, that's for crackheads.
And so, I'm about to go do like an interview with somebody or whatever. Like I used to do an interview show back then. So I'm like sitting outside in their driveway in my car.
That's the equivalent of doing cocaine. That's the equivalent.
And that was normal to me. That was my normal life. There was a point in time where I had a bong in my. Allegedly, I didn't actually do this. It was someone I know, and there was a bong inside on their lap, and they're driving on the highway, just. And also, not even just a bong; it's a time bomb in the bong. So you put a blunt inside of the bong, and then you put weed around the bottom.
Oh my god!
And so once it gets to the bottom, you're lightheaded because you're hitting all this nicotine. You're getting
you're driving,
and you're driving. Not just driving; you're on the highway.
That's crazy.
I am an insane person. So I learned I have to tone it back. I have to not.
That's crazy.
I've learned take it easy. Maybe don't drink. Maybe don't do time bombs. Maybe just don't do that stuff anymore. I've went way on the deep end. I used to always do backwoods too. You ever smoke a backwoods?
Yeah.
Woo! Like I don't even like blunts anymore because I smoked so many fucking backwoods. Those things will fuck you up.
Oh, dude, they're strong. You hit it so quickly.
Oh my god.
That, dude.
And it's so concentrated. I mean, like, have you ever had like a problem where you get dived too deep into something? Like all these things I've went too deep into. Yeah, you have like an addictive tendency.
Spending money.
Spending money.
Thankfully, not drugs.
See, spending money is an interesting one. Because spending money will get you. Especially like do you like spending money on other people?
No.
Oh, just yourself.
Sometimes I'll buy someone something, but not all the time.
See, for me, I've noticed if I'm feeling charitable, that's how I'll spend too much money. Like,
it'll be $20.
Yeah.
Kidding.
But yeah. So you spend too much money. Like, is it like the type of thing where you're at the store and you're like, oh, I should just get this, and then you've spent $400? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, I have friends. I have other friends like this. I have people that come to my mind. There's a guy I work with who he's a bartender, and he makes like 3 times as much money as me. And the amount of money I see him spend on just like random ass shit is crazy. Just like, dude, you would have so much in savings if you just didn't do that. He's always buying lottery tickets. He's always
I don't buy lottery tickets.
But what do you spend? Is it just
Like going out to eat.
Oh, see,
I could cook at home.
that's acceptable. Going out to eat is justifiable.
If I can cook at home.
You can, but it's like you live in a city where you have so much good food that you can almost justify
But
it.
still.
Yeah. See, I actually get mad at myself for not going out to eat enough. I'll be like, because I can't even afford it, but I'm thinking, but I have all this good food right next to me.
I know.
Like,
Still, like...
I'm poor, but I could be
Ubers.
more poor.
Or Ubers, just Lyfts.
See, now that's where
You draw the line.
my brokenness comes out, and I just can't do it. Yeah, the Ubers and the Lyfts, I'm just like, I'll walk, I'll take the bus. I'm sorry, there's no way.
They are cheaper here.
Yeah, the Ubers compared to New York, how expensive are they there?
Like $100.
Oh my God, I've seen them be $100 here before, but not on the regular.
No, they're like from like the airport, from my house to the airport, it's like $100.
God damn. You just went back to New York, by the way.
I did.
When you went there, where do you stay? Just in a hotel?
No, I stayed with my friend in Bushwick.
Oh, sick. I was going to say sick ass. I almost just said sick and kick ass at the same time.
Sick kick ass.
I literally, no, sick ass. I was going to say sick ass. Yo, that's sick ass, bro. I think I'm going to make that a thing, dude.
Sick ass.
That just slipped out of my mouth.
I like that, bro. That's sick ass, bro.
That's fucking sick ass. But for real, though, it's cool you have a place to stay because before I moved here, that was kind of the whole thing. And I'm ashamed I don't have more friends from Flint who have taken me up on this. It's like,
really?
You always want somewhere to stay when you go to a city, so you don't have to
Michigan.
fucking play.
You're from Flint, right?
Yeah. I'm from Flint. I moved to Flint in 2020. I'm from Swartz Creek, which is right next to Flint. Just to not be a poser, just to put that out there. You know, some Flint diehard's gonna see me say that.
Dude, that's not true. You're from Sorville or
He's
whatever.
fucking from Swartz Creek, bro.
Swartz Creek.
He's a fucking liar. There is somebody who's gonna do it. So, not technically, but yes. And Flint. I would say Flint is where I did most of like the interviews and the podcast, though. That's where
really?
most people I met.
Do you have videos of them? Like,
Oh yeah, dude. That up to episode 88 of the podcast is Flint, and then I moved here at it. So episode 89 and forward. That's why it's interesting that I met you pretty much because you and a few other Tim, you really are like the very first person where I met you, I had you on the podcast, and then it just kind of blossoms from there. Your episode like 96, and right before that, it was just Nick Moody, who's a rapper from New York, and then there was one other musician I met at Guitar Center here. But that was all like me being lazy and just not restarting the podcast. I waited like a year after I moved here to actually do it.
Yeah.
And then I met you, and it's a beautiful.
oh, good, man, good.
Because literally, I met you. I've told this story before. I meet you. You tell me, let's film a skit. And it's all just a beautiful. I think that night I met you, Matt Bowe, Tim Perez. Who else did I meet? I think Sean Shaw. Who else was there? Jake Pita was there.
Jake Pita.
I feel like Jake Pita hates me now.
Why? We'll talk later.
Well, for the record, I should just say, Jake Pita, I love you. I've always loved you. I think he was upset about something I said in a text because he was right after the episode aired, and the episode came out, and it was me and Jake, and like he said something about the closed captions were wrong, and I think because he's deaf, he's dealt with closed captions being wrong his whole life, and so the closed captions were wrong in the video, and he says to me that, hey man, the captions are wrong, and I said, well, it's better than nothing. Like, that was my response. Well, it's better than nothing because at least we have captions. And then he didn't like. There's a little bit more to it than that, but he didn't like that I said that in particular in a text message because in his mind he read it as, well, fuck you, it's better than having nothing at all. But really, I was just thinking, dude, that's how I get the timestamps is these YouTube generated fucking captions. Like, it's better than nothing. That's literally what I'm thinking.
It happens.
And I think he took that, and then right after that, he texted me and said, you know what, we're not gonna see eye to eye on this. Just take the whole episode down. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? We need to talk about this. And then he said we're gonna meet in person. And then I was just thinking, well, dude, do we really need to meet in person on this? Is this really? And so then we never got back to each other. And then a couple times he's commented on like podcast clips, kind of hating on me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just like, did I create a hater? Like, does Jake hate me now? because Jake, I love you. It's like, Naboo, I love you, Naboo. I'll say these things. I love you. I love everybody. People just turn on me, dude. I think you just can't be too nice. I think I'm just a really nice guy, and people just
have
get mad.
Some shield.
Yeah, because I really love everyone. I have no hate in my heart, and and the thing is, if we were just talking in person, these things wouldn't be quite the same. Sometimes also, though, like when I had Jason Melton on here, that was something we talked about, is because people, if you're nice to people or you do things, people will just naturally turn on you.
Take advantage of that.
Take advantage of that. Yeah. And you just have to, like, being in comedy for so long, you'll learn that there's people in the comedy world in particular even that you just don't even need to be associating with them. You just kind of need to learn. And I'm not saying this about either of the people I just mentioned, but it's just like you've just learned, oh, this is somebody it's not going to benefit me to play nice and try to work with this person. I just need to leave it alone. Because I think that people just want to be everybody's friend and you want to be nice to everybody.
You want to be liked and respected.
Yeah, but there's some people where you just can see, like, oh, they're not handling this the right way. This isn't like somebody I want to be associating with.
Some people suck.
Yeah, dude. And I think that a trick of the business producer world is you have to learn to actually be real about that.
Yeah.
Because I think being a comedian, you can ignore it.
Yeah, not as a business person.
Exactly. Like if you're actually trying to put together stuff and do something worthwhile, then you have to really evaluate things on like an objective level, and that kind of sucks. You don't want to do that. Like I've had to do that because it's a podcast, a show, so you have to do that with that. You have to actually think like, is this worth it?
Yeah.
And you don't want to do it because you just want to, in your beautiful creative mind, you just want to have a good time.
Everyone's a critic.
Yeah, and everyone's a critic. Yeah. I mean, when you're putting together Cozy Corner, do you catch yourself like, oh, I can't book this person because they just don't have enough of a following? And
not the following.
What is it? What is it that stops you?
Maybe there's just not what I want them. I do not like. I've had the problem with me being a producer is like my friends. Not saying anyone in particular, but sometimes people say, "Oh, he's my friend. He'll book me." I mean, like, yeah, but I also don't owe you. I'm your friend. I don't owe you that spot.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And do you think that's different if maybe they've booked you before?
Sometimes people don't book me. I'm not going to not be their friend because of it.
No, but I'm saying, say it's somebody who has booked you on a show previously. Do you feel at all that maybe you owe them?
No, not at all.
Okay. Because that's one thing I've thought about is that, like, oh, well, if they threw me a bone, do I have to, like, scratch my back? I'll scratch yours. Is it like that?
That's if you both agree on it, you know?
Yeah. I think it's a tough thing because I think it depends on what you're aiming at. In my mind, if I'm aiming at the best show possible, I can't be thinking about who's my friend and who I owe anything. I just can't be thinking that. I have to be thinking, what is the best show I can offer?
That's what it goes.
And like, I don't know. I think you're probably in a similar position to me, where it's like, you probably know enough people now where if you just pull enough strings, you could get people who are big names at your show.
Yeah, 100%.
You just have to ask.
Yeah.
And so why would then I waste all these great spots I could be giving to bigger names on people who I think I owe favors to?
Exactly.
And that's not a fun thing to parse out in your mind because these people are your friends. They are your friend. You do love them. But you can't help everybody. That's really the truth of it, is you just can't help everyone. And some people won't help themselves.
Nope.
Yeah. And that's the part that's the big harsh truth I've constantly had to tell myself over and over because, again, I'm a nice guy. I want to see the best in people. And I've just learned some people just aren't going to... If I have the instinct looking at someone that, oh, they're probably just not going to do the things that I think it's going to take for them to accomplish the thing that they want to accomplish. Like,
what's the point of even booking them, you know?
Yes, exactly. Like, if I'm already thinking that, then what's the point? What's the point in me
They may not even be that good.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being nice.
Yeah, like I try not to book people where it's like, oh, you're my friend, I'll book you. It's like, dude, I'm going to book a corner where I like to book you. I promise that don't be my friend. I see if I give a fuck.
Have you had people get upset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say who, but yeah, I've had people get mad at me.
See, yeah.
And so I'm like, why don't you put me on your show?
It's inevitable. I think that's one of those things that's inevitable. I told you right before we started how I'm producing my first show. I already had one of my first producer
Like, you didn't book me. I'm not going to not be your friend for I love you, dude.
Exactly.
Who gives a fuck? It's a show.
Yeah. And there's a million shows.
Yeah.
And there's a million shows you could be booked on. There's a million opportunities. I mean, like, honestly, I'm excited that you booked me because I was almost waiting because I felt like I was thinking, maybe like a cool Cozy Corner cameo would be fun, but I never asked you, and then all the roast battle stuff happened, and then I thought, oh, well, now it's even better, because now whenever I get booked for a show, it's like, oh, now I'm like the rapper cameo guy, so it makes sense. Like, oh, he's the rapper in the comedy community. So it's almost better that I never said anything to you at all, and you just happened to book me, rather than me coming up to you and saying, oh, hey, James, throw me on a show.
Still ask for opportunities.
But you still ask for opportunities. I just think people get lost in that, and then they ask for all these opportunities, and then they have these expectations. Like, oh, well, nobody's booking me, and I'm trying so hard. Well, maybe you're trying too hard, and you just need to do good. You just need to go out there and do good, and then they'll want to book you. And it's not so much about chasing the opportunities. It's about just being good.
That's why I was like that. I kind of was like that not too long ago. I was thinking, oh, no one's booking me. I'm good. But like, I have to slow down a little bit. Sometimes, like, even for me, I realize I have to slow down a tiny bit.
Yeah.
That's what I realize. People don't realize that. If you don't realize it, then you're fucked.
And slow down is a thing that's different for everybody.
It's not stopping. It's just it's like going at a different pace now.
Right. Yeah.
I've been here for like an hour. Damn. I went by quick.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You think an hour is an hour for you?
Yeah, an hour's perfect.
That's funny because
I got a girl wanting to come over.
I don't normally do them for an hour, but I think that like the last 3 times it's been exactly an hour. I think you're like my quickie person. It's like we just get it in real quick. I kind of like it.
That's how I have sex.
It's cool, man. It was like a good quick 5-pump chump, and then we're out of here.
That was fun.
And time does fly when you're having fun, right?
Dude, that went by too quick. Like, really, 57 minutes? Damn.
Yeah, I know, man. And it's crazy because 198 time really does fly, because the last time you were on here, 132, 133.
Really? At first, it was like 50 minutes. It was like 9 in the morning. I come over like, fuck, I'm tired. I should have said no.
If you guys think he was tired this time, I recommend you go check that one out.
Check the first one. I was beat.
I actually felt sort of bad because I was thinking.
I felt bad. I felt worse. Like, you can't buy my podcast. I'm so tired. I can't even talk.
Well, my general.
It's this couch, dude.
it's the couch. It's my general procedure is I usually give a good like 10-15 minutes getting started. Sometimes maybe theoretically there'll be like I'll hit a little bit of something. I'll offer a little bit of something to somebody. And so that can sometimes have an effect on people. And so like in my mind, I had like, oh man, I should have just gotten right into it. I shouldn't have offered him anything. He was already tired.
You learn as you go.
It's just, what'd you say?
You learn as you go.
You learn it. What? Honestly, though, it's different for everybody, because some people, that'd be the exact thing that would have fucking fired them up, and they would have been moving.
Exactly.
For you, I feel like
I would not.
It's like I had a tranquilizer dart, and
it's like fucking Mike Tyson threw a right hand hook on me. I was like, oof.
And I was just watching you throughout the 30, 60 minutes, just slowly fading away. I was like, damn, dude, he's gone.
Well, I appreciate
that. And right after we wrap, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go home and take a nap. This was good though.
Well, I appreciate you having me on again, man.
Yeah, and we'll do it again another fucking, 30, 40 episodes from now, and 30, 40 episodes from that. You are going to be all the way to episode 1 million, my friend. Happy to have you.
My man.
Yes, my man. Shout out Cozy Corner. Amazing things from Cozy Corner. One of the greatest.
Joe Biden
would never go to Cozy Corner. It's too cozy. He'd fall asleep.
That's good.
But yeah, man, so shout out everything. James and Friends, it's going to have already happened by the time this comes out, but it's your very first 30 minutes, so fuck yes, we're going into new territory. We're going into the deepest waters we've ever been into. And you know how this show ends. At the very end, we give a special message to the children, a message for the kids to take home, something for them to use in their lives. You know that you're a wise man. You might be slow, but you're wise. We talked about this. You got something smart inside of you. So what is it? And also, last but not least, the social medias, where they can find you. They're going to spend some more time with you, but how? The floor is yours.
Follow me on Instagram, James Najjar _. Follow me on TikTok, Jamz, JAMZNAJJ, Jams Nage. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. If you want to do drugs, you can, but just do drugs in school.
And with that being said, folks, Ruse Radio.
Hell yeah.
Clocking out.
The dog stretching.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock. Missed the whole time, holy fell through the flock. That's an ordinary miracle, wealth to the block. It's a balance in the character that's calm and collect. caricature is lost in the mess. It's hysterical, the picture that they put